structure pop quiz. This was a structure pop quiz 10. If you have a doubt or a question, you can mention. Question number 1, the change in the gravitational potential energy. Anyone is having a doubt in this?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay. So the mass of the helicopter is 3,200 kilograms. So the M is given or the mass is given. We have to calculate the change in the gravitational potential energy as it rises from the ground to 1500 meter. So ground, what is the height? The height is 0. Then it rises to the 1500 meter high. So what is the change in the height? The change in height is 1500 meter. So if you want the change in gravitational potential energy, it is equals to mg delta h. Because mass of an object does not change, the gravity does not change. But what will happen? The height will change. It starts from the ground where the level is 0 and it reaches a position, it is 1500 meters above the ground. So the mass is 3,200. The gravity will take as 9.8 and the change in the height from the ground level till the 1500 meter, that's 1500. So when we multiply, this will give us the change in gravitational potential energy. So that is when you multiply all of them, it will be around 4.7 exponent. So it will be 4.7 into 10 to the power 7. And the unit of the energy is joules. So why it's of 2 marks? 1 mark is for writing this formula or showing a substitution, and 1 mark is for the final answer. Is it clear, this one? Question number 2, part A, any doubt? Any doubt in 2, part A?
No, sir.
Okay. What about 2, part B? Any doubt? Question 2, part B. Yes, Abdullah?
So can you state the answers as well?
The answers as well. So the kinetic energy will be around 26 joules. If you don't have a doubt, so I'll just let you know the answers. The kinetic energy around 26 joules and the force will be around 24 newtons. The next we have is, as a student catches the ball, she moves her hand backward. Explain the effect of this action on the student hand. Look, if we stop any object and we have the formula that the impulse is force multiplied by time. Or we can also say the impulse is force, impulse divided by force is equals to time. So when a student catches the ball, she moves her hand backward. Means as she moves her hand backward, so she will take longer time to stop the ball. So if she take longer time to stop the ball, so what will happen? The force experienced by the student will be less. Same thing happen like in a cricket, wicket keeper, when he catches the ball, he tend to move the hands backward. What is the reason? While he's catching the ball, he tend to move the hands backward. So as he move his hand backward, so it takes longer time to stop the ball. So when it take longer time to stop the ball, that the force experienced by the object or by the person will be reduced. So longer the time of an impact or a contact, the smaller force is needed. But if I want to stop anything instantly, then I have to apply a greater force. So that's the advantage, that experiencing a smaller force, because it will take longer time. So a smaller force on the hand, as it will take longer time to stop. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The next we have the multiple choice question was also given in this the pop quiz. Which row about the change in energy uh, and in the energy stored must be correct? So water pumped up to the high altitude dam. Like example, a dam, a wall which is or a reservoir is there which is used to store the water. So let's say this is representing a wall of the dam. And the water is pumped up to the high altitude dam. So we pump the water at a high altitude dam and we store the water here behind the dam. What form of energy will be stored? Because if we lift something, which form of energy is there whenever object is being lifted? Whenever object is lifted, which form of energy it will have? It will have a gravitational potential energy. And what happened to a gravitational potential energy as the water level will rise? As we store the water behind the dam, the water level is rising. So if the water level rise, so the height will increase. As the height increase, the gravitational potential energy will also increase. So the correct answer for this one is A. The next question 4. A woman of a mass 50 kilogram has 81 joules of kinetic energy. What is her speed? So how we can work out? How we can work out the speed of an object? So if we have a kinetic energy, the kinetic energy is half mv square. What is the kinetic energy? The kinetic energy is equals to 81, 1 by 2. The mass is 50 and the speed we don't know. So if you simplify, 2 is divided, other side will be multiplied. So it will be 81 multiplied by 2 divided by 50. That is v square, but we need v, so we'll take a root. When we take a root, so 81 times 2, that is 162. 162 divided by 50. And when you take a square root of that, you will get 1.8 meter per second. So C will be the right answer. In question 5, a child runs up a set of stairs 4 times. The time taken for each run is recorded. Which time is measured when the useful power is the greatest? The formula to calculate the power, what is the formula for the power? Power is work divided by time. How much work is done in a unit time? That's called power. So power is equals to work over time. So if we take the shortest time to do the same amount of work done, it means we develop more power. So which time is measured when the useful power is greatest? So when the time is short, the power will be greatest. So which is the shortest time? A is the shortest time, so it will be the greatest power.